Intuitive eating if you have a junk food addiction. Well, let's talk about the junk food addiction part. First of all, I know it's very easy to put food into an addiction category. Go ahead, if you really want to, go ahead, but I think it's helpful to back up the lens and realize that what you may consider an addiction is just a habit. It's not a habit like it's difficult to break as like I believe as like a drug habit or an alcohol habit or other habits, because, and it's also different because you have to eat, right? So you can't just go, I'm never going to eat because I'm a food addict. No, you've got to learn to fit it into your life nicely. What I think a lot of people do is they go so extreme. They go, okay, I'm not having any junk food. And then they can't handle that because they're used to it. But I also want to say, I definitely eat junk food as an intuitive eater. I don't eat it all the time, but I definitely crave some junk food. Yeah, and it's fine. I mean, we demonize things that aren't perfect food so much. And I'm not saying in a perfect world would you never eat any junk food. Okay, but I don't think that the amount of the junk food that I think if we allow ourselves to have some junk food now and again, or just use that as a pleasure when you're hungry, always with hunger, I think the hold that it has on us diminishes. It slips away. All right, so I just went to a fast food place because I don't know, really like it, and I just got all these French fries. Now, I love French fries. Are they junk food? I guess. I don't know. I think they're pretty delicious. Nice, innocent little potatoes. But when I was a dieter, or if you have that, oh, I'm a junk food addict mentality, then you either eat all of them or none of them. And what intuitive eating teaches you to do is just be more moderate in all of these things. And the reason I didn't eat them all is because the craving is gone, the hunger's gone. So it just, you take power away from things when you don't build up in your mind, oh, I'm a junk food addict, or I'm, just maybe it's just a habit that you can train yourself out of. And the way you train yourself out of all these kinds of habits is staying in the moment. Like for me, with these French fries that are still sitting here, if I want more, if I get hungry again in a few minutes and want more, I'm going to have them. Because I know myself, I don't think that'll happen. But I did stop eating them, and then about a half an hour ago, and then I ate a few more. So that is part of life. I'm just saying right now, I don't think it will happen. But it is part of life as an intuitive eater, that you give yourself permission to go back. And then you're like, oh, well, if I'm really missing those, I'll have them. And yeah, they're not as hot, but okay, if you really want them, there they are. You can take them home and microwave them, whatever. So it's just, don't give it so much power by saying you're an addict. Okay, you might be. I'm not a doctor. I'm just like talking like a friend. But, maybe you're not. Again, maybe it's just a habit.